Okay, hello. Adjusting my mic. Okay. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Aphrodite and this is Aphrodite's house. If you're not new here, thanks for coming back. so, you might hear my fan going in the back. It's pretty hot where I'm at. But today I wanted to talk briefly about the community center because I bring it up a lot in my most recent videos, but I haven't really been talking about what it is or what it means to me and things of that nature. My mic was sitting, but I think I'm just gonna hold it. Oh shit. Okay, wait. Give me 1 second. Okay. My mic was sitting, but I decided I was just going to hold it instead. So, at the spiritual community center, what it is, why I want to build it, how I want to do things, what it means to me, what it can mean for the community, and all that jazz. So, for starters, the vision, when my guides showed it to me originally, they were thinking more of a safe space for talking about our lineage, our traditions, things of that nature, without necessarily having to be within a place of worship, so like a church or things of that nature. But as the vision grew and as I expanded my mind and I opened myself up a little more to what my guides were telling me, the vision, the view of things changed. So now what it's looking like is, it's got the same sort of feel, but I feel like they're leaning more towards it having the vibes of a metaphysical shop, if you know what I'm talking about, like when you go into like those crystal-y stores. But it won't be that. You won't go in and like purchase crystals and things of that nature. It will be a place to build a community. It will be a place to talk about these things that we've experienced spiritually. For those of you who might be parents, it's a place where you can come and talk about how you want to integrate spirituality in a more healthy manner into your child's life, or multiple children, whatever the case may be. It is a chance for us to get together as a community and really just talk about these things, no matter what your background is, no matter what your spiritual practice is. And I think it's also really interesting to just be able to have a space where you can have a open conversation about the similarities and the differences. So things like, in my tradition, we'll do X, Y, and Z, and maybe in someone else's tradition, all but 2 steps are the same, and it's like, oh shit, that's crazy. That's crazy how many similarities there are. This is also going to be a space where we talk about growing food, growing herbs, things that we need that can be helpful and sustainable in our work, in our practices, and just for everyday home and family life. This is a place of encouragement. This is a place to help you build strong spiritual foundations amongst friends who you might consider to be your family at some point, or maybe you meet someone here who is supposed to be in your spirit tribe, your soul tribe, right? So that's kind of the goal that I had when I was shown the vision and I was told that it was possible. So when you hear me do a video, or I do a really lengthy video, and at the end I'm like, oh well, you can always donate to the community center and the GoFundMe link below. That's why. So in order to create this safe space, it's not new news that I'm going to need some help to be able to do these things. Obviously, grants and things like that in my neighborhood and where I'm located. Grant season for me, for the grants that I'm applying to, are, I believe the cutoff date is August. So even until then, with everything written and ready to go and just needing to be sent off in August, from now until then, I can still communicate with my community and talk about these things and talk about the vision and see if anyone's interested in donating, see if anyone's interested in, you don't have to donate. It doesn't have to be a monetary donation. I will accept things like books, information, maybe the direction of someone who supports these things or is trying to do the same thing. All of these things matter. All of these things count, and they make a huge difference to me. Every piece of information is vital. Every book is important. Every monetary donation is helpful. Everything that you guys do and everything, all of the energy that I put forward is so that I can help to create this safe space, especially within my own community. I've said this before. I'm a woman of color. I'm Black. It's not new news that a lot of the metaphysical shops and things of that nature within my area are run by white men and women, and there's nothing wrong with that. I just believe that more people of color need to be in, I don't want to call it an institution, but that's almost what it sounds like when I talk about us coming together and learning and sharing these things. So that's the that's the terminology I'm gonna use for now. So when it comes to these types of institutions, I think it needs to be run by more people who look like us, who want to be given a voice, who want to be in a safe community without it needing to be under, respectfully, another white individual. I know that I'm kind of on the lighter spectrum of Black women, and so when I say we need more things run by more people, I'm not the only one who's going to be involved. I want this to be a safe space run by people of color. So when I get more into having more of the layout done, more of the money put down for an actual space and things like that, then women and men of all beautiful shades will be able to come in and give their input and help or be a part of the project if they want. Whatever, I'm totally open to that. I'm totally open to bringing in new people. The whole purpose of House of Healing is to heal, to nurture, to educate, and understand that even us as practitioners, as energy healers, as those of us who might work with herb, whatever your niche is, whether you're psychic, whatever your niche is, whatever you connect to, whatever you were blessed with, the goal is to be able to have everyone come together, because maybe someone who's clairvoyant wants to learn something from someone who's clairaudient, and maybe someone who works with herbs wants to learn about things that they might not necessarily know about. So let's just say that I work with herbs and someone else works with maybe like baneful energy. Alchemy might be the right word here. Baneful alchemy. Well, shit, I grow herbs. How can we do this? Teach me so that I understand more. I don't know if this is coming across right, but that's kind of the vision, the goal, right? It should be all inclusive. There should be no general restrictions when it comes to the religion that you're into, those that you work with, right? I just want it to be a respectable, safe space for people of color, of all backgrounds, and, I feel like in the spiritual community, there's all of these rules. People want to create all of these rules and set the tone for all of these things, and I think people forget that the only real rules and restrictions that we have are the ones that we place upon ourselves, which is exactly why I'm up here using my voice to speak, because that was one of my restrictions. I wanted to do this for so long, but I did not know how to speak up. I did not know how to find my tribe, my community, people who I thought genuinely wanted to get involved or help. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm sitting here. I'm in front of the camera. I may not feel my best, but I'm up here doing it. I really believe in this vision. It was something that my guides showed to me. It's something that I can do. It's something that the community can do, that we can do for ourselves, for our children, for the next generation. All of these things, they matter, and they're more important now than ever with the way that things are going in the world and just the chaos. Everyone deserves a safe space. Everyone deserves a space where they feel heard, where they feel like they can learn, where they feel like there aren't any restrictions or judgment on them, and that they won't be looked at funny, right? That's what I want to bring to this community. And I humbly apologize. They're doing the trash outside. But that's that's the vision that I have when I see House of Healing. That's the vision that I have when I see this institution. That's what I see. I just see this ever extending growth, and something our kids can get involved in, something our kids can be have fun going to. They teach us brand new things every day. We teach each other. It's a beautiful cycle of knowledge, of higher learning, and that's what I want to create. I feel like when we think of higher knowledge and institutions, we think of secret societies, we think of needing to be initiated into things, and spiritual initiations are beautiful. I think that whatever path you choose is great. I just think that initiation life, some societies and things like that aren't for everyone. And when you want that type of security, when you want that type of community, but don't feel drawn to that particular path, then where do you go? That's also kind of why I want to do this. I've been drawn to higher knowledge, obviously, higher knowledge, forms of learning, books, just really old texts of information, things like that. But I can never figure out how to do it without coming across, you might need to be initiated, you might need to go here and do this and do that and do that, in terms of like societies, not in terms of spiritual practices in general, when I say initiation, by the way. But it's just something to think about. So if you like what I'm saying, please, in the description box below will be the link where you can donate. I will leave my GoFundMe if you would prefer to donate to me directly. You don't want to have to go through an institution like GoFundMe. Some people just don't like to do that. My other forms of payment will be in the description box too, so Cash App and PayPal and all that good stuff. But really think about this, because if you are hearing about something like this and you think this would be life-changing in your community, you think that this space would be something that would change your life, imagine what it would do for the people in my community. And then what happens if we're able to branch out and build more structures like this in other communities? That's the goal. That's what I really wanted to say. It's been a minute since I've done a video, probably like a week. So this is what I've got in terms of the first video back in like a week. I hope you'll donate. I hope you'll leave words of encouragement. Anything, any type of help is appreciated, including comments. Your comments, your thoughts, I genuinely appreciate it. And for those of you who are in my tribe, you feel connected to me, you feel like you're in my soul family, please comment, share, subscribe, come home. Let's work together. Let's figure it out. We can do it. We can do it together. But that's what I've got for you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope it was impactful. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!